What's going on, guys? CardMechanic here, and today I'm going to be teaching you 3 beginner card forces. Let's get into it. Now, I'm sure most of you know this, but for those of you who don't, a card force is pretty much when you make a spectator select a certain card. Now, forces are very popular in card magic, and the reason they're used so much is because it gives the magician pretty much a chance to know what the spectator's card is before the trick even begins. And with that, the possibilities are just endless. Now, in the forces that I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be forcing the Ace of Spades. So if you see another card pop up that's not the Ace of Spades, you know I messed up somewhere. And last note, I have some shoutouts to give at the end of this video, so stick around for that. So let's dive right in. Now check this out. Before we start, I'll give the deck a quick shuffle. Okay, there we go. And now here's what I'm going to do. As I go through the cards like this, just tell me when to stop. Right here. And we'll see we stopped at the Ace of Spades. Now this is a very easy force, that's why it's the first one I put on here. And all you need to do to set up is put your cards that you want to force on the bottom of the deck. So in my case here I have the Ace of Spades. And what you're going to do is you're going to grip the cards in a pretty much lifted mechanics grip like this. And all we're going to do is we're going to grab, let's say, a packet of cards. I grab about 2/3 of the cards on here from the bottom using my thumb and middle finger. Just grab that off. And then using these fingers, I just grab a small packet from the top and I just keep sliding these off. So just like that. And then wherever they say stop, I stop here and show them the bottom card. And the reason this force works is because when you're doing this, and let's say someone says stop here, they feel like that you're taking the card, from this part of the deck, this random middle place in the deck. Now, since this is a beginner force, it's not very involved, and if a person is looking close enough, they'll easily be able to catch this force. But even with that being said, this force is excellent for beginners, and it could really fool a lot of people. Just tell me where to stop. Here? Okay. We'll take this card right here, and we'll see that it is the Ace of Spades. Now, breaking down this force, you're going to need the card that you want forced on top of the deck. So once the card is on top, we're going to hold the deck in pretty much mechanics grip, except our pointer finger is going to be curled on the bottom like this. And now all we're going to do is we're going to riffle through the side of the deck using our thumb, so just like this. Okay, and we're going to have the spectator say stop. So let's say they say stop around here. Now with our other hand, in my case the right hand, we're going to come over, and what I like to do is I like to take my pointer finger and just turn these cards around like this. Okay, so once again the cards are here, pointer finger, we're going to roll the cards over, right? So we're pretty much just going to use this as like a pivot point or a hinge, and we're just going to roll this right over. So we're here, roll it right over, and then continue rolling and put it onto this hand. So this is the top pile, and this is the pile that we're going to show to the spectator. The top card is what we're going to show to the spectator. So done at full speed, that's it, that's all it takes. You don't want to do it too fast because otherwise it seems like a flashy move and people will get suspicious. So you want to do it at like a regular speed, act like everything is cool, nothing crazy is happening, and force the card on top every time. Now some spectators might think you're doing something fishy because you're doing this cool kind of roll. So that's why I don't use this force as much, but it's still a great force to use for beginners. Now check this out. I'm going to have a spectator cut about 1/4 of the deck and flip it over. And then I'm going to have him cut about half of the deck and flip that over. And the first face down card will be the spectator's card. So here we have the Ace of Spades. Now similar to the previous force, we're going to start off with the card on top of the deck. So right here. And now once we have the card here, it's pretty much all self-working. And the reason I like this force for beginners is because everything is happening pretty much in the spectator's hand. Once you get that card on top, you can literally give it to the spectator and tell them what to do. So for example, you can pretty much place it on the table somewhere or in their hand and tell them to cut about 1/4 of the deck. Okay, so they do that and they flip that over. Now once they flip that over, remember the top card was the ace of spades. So the ace of spades gets flipped over right here. So the ace of spades is here. And now for this, I'm going to leave it sticking out just like that. Just so you guys have a better view. And now what you're going to do is you're going to ask them to cut a bit deeper. So about halfway. So they cut here and they turn that over. Okay, now remember this card that's sticking out is the ace of spades. And now what you're going to see is if we keep going, we're going to reach that one card, the first face down card, and that's going to be their selection, the ace of spades. And I think this might have been one of the first forces that I learned. And the reason I think it's so powerful is because, again, it happens in the spectator's hand. And magic that happens in the spectator's hand is so much more powerful than the magic that happens in your own hands. This is why I think this is a great force for beginners. And those were 3 easy beginner card forces. So like I said, I want to give a shout out to a couple of channels who have helped me to grow to 200 subscribers. The links for all the channels that I'm shouting out are going to be down in the description below, so make sure to check that out. Now the first channel is Panda Mustache Puff, and he has some cool videos. The first video that I saw of his was magic tricks on Thanksgiving, which was a great video, and the more recent videos I've seen are some weird eating combinations, for example brownies and nerds, and there's some other things that you may think seem weird together, but they taste pretty good. Now the second channel I want to talk about is Magic Boy 2006 Tricks, and he has a fantastic channel on tricks, reveals, reviews, and so much cool stuff, and I highly recommend that you check out his channel. And the last shout out I like to give is to King JPT20. And I just recently discovered his channel. The most recent video I saw was a couple magic tricks that he did, and they were just amazing magic tricks that you guys could definitely learn from. And he also does a lot of gaming on his channel, so if you're into gaming, definitely check him out. And he's also one of the people who helped me secure the 200 subscribers. And like I said, the links to all these channels will be down in the description below. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video.